See, I'm lyrically inclined, equipped with grammatical hollow tips to penetrate your mind like a lyrical 12 gauge. I creep through the side of your head and leave remnants of your brain splattered on the page. Fuck venom. I spit acid, flow so stank I leave the whole room rancid. See the way I spit? I have you thinking I'm insane, but when I put this mic down, I have your thoughts bound in chains. Addicted to my verses, have my flow coursing through your veins. More powerful than any drug that's man-made, more like psychological enhancers. I'm here to elevate your brain. Once you hear what I spit, I swear you'll never be the same. Cause I spit metaphors more potent than cyanide. I told you, I built a wall around myself. Now you're trapped on the wrong side. And yeah, I lost my pen for a while. I needed to make a change, reorganize my style and take my verbiage by the reins. So when I enter your mind, you'll never forget my name. Realize who I am, I'm colder than ice cold. I'm back, bitch, and I'm here to reclaim my damn throne. And you don't have to give it up, I'ma take that motherfucker. Fashion the English language into a dagger, then attack from asunder. Dig it deep into your soul. Have you so twisted and tongue-tied till you realize who's lyrically in control? And that's why all the people who thought that I couldn't do it, my tongue is still tipped and my words are still plated. Just stand on to the side and watch. I won't even have to tell you when I made it.
Press slam, Steve. 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 Press slam.
I ain't gonna write no poetry.
Yeah, man.
Do we sing?
You can sing if you want to sing.
Oh, of course. Beat. Hey, there once was a girl, she was broken hearted. She couldn't shit, but she hard.
I'm sorry, mama, but look what I've done. I don't think I'll be able to see the rising sun. I'm sorry, Father, but look what I've done. Where were you when I found the trigger to this gun? I'm sorry, Mama, I stood behind you and carved pictures into my skin. I was a new age Da Vinci. Depression commissioned my art and my body became its gallery to host for your attention. And now you have the nerve to blame my actions on rap music and Marilyn Manson. And I'm a product of my environment. It took you years to notice a change. All the while, I used long sleeves and white lies to cover up my shame. And you sold tickets to the public to entertain your ideas of me, entitling your exhibition the art of good parenting. When in reality, it should have been entitled A Distant Lover. Now in all your fabrications, can you find me, mother? Now that it matters, will you truly take the time out to know your daughter? I'm sorry, Mama, but look what I've done. I don't think I'll be able to see the rising sun. I'm sorry, Father, but look what I've done. Where were you when I found the trigger to this gun? I'm sorry, Father, I searched for you, thinking that you'd be proud that I carried your name. Never found you, but found something similar, yet not quite the same, but reminiscent of you, cocked back in violence, quick to take aim. And this must be the definition of a man, so I'm proud that I carried your name. And just like you showed me, Daddy, I got a cocked back aim straight for his dome. I want to make you proud, Father. Now will you come home? I'm sorry, Mama, but look what I've done. I don't think I'll be able to see the rising sun. I'm sorry, Father, but look what I've done. Where were you when I found the trigger to this gun? At what point will we stop blaming children for things that are in fact adult responsibilities? At some point we have to know that it's not their fault and take responsibility for our own actions. Thank you.
Fuck your white horse and a carriage.
Hey.
Hell yeah, baby.
All right, give it up for Maddie Lambert.
All right, y'all. This is called Untitled. No, really, that's the title. Before you was merely the possession of an alias, consisting of 3 entirely meaningless syllables, premeditated to escape your lips as a resolution, unexplored, until you whispered them into my ear and gave them girth. My name suddenly held importance, the way it slinked from your mouth like a sultry confession and defying utterance, both a baptism and a perdition. Like gravity was irrelevant because you were holding on to me. Like time revolved around the rhythm we created between us. Like all other words ceased to exist and no other consonants resonated from your vocal cords with such purpose as to reassure me that I mattered. And from that moment, I knew that I would never hear another voice speak my title the same way.
Y'all give it up for Jade Francis.
So India, I apologize. I was talking about you into the competition. I don't think I'm going to beat you. You're going out of the water. You're a professional. All right. Please bow your heads. Not to pray, but to duck from shooting police and crooked feds. We try to ease our pain with Sudafeds. But ironically, that's suicide, because the good lives on, but the wrong gets no rest on this dying bed. It's tears my mama shed. For her son resembles a dove. I can achieve what I wasn't trying to achieve while achieving it. Devious plan to pardon our land, Uncle Sam claims savior, but still savers and sells for our misbehavior. We're ruled by a corrupt nation. Allegations placed upon the darkest races. The boss won't raise minimum wage, but he'll still tell you to up the pace. Now, what's a guy like me to do? Get thrown in jail, do drugs, turn to the pins and needles? I'll become a rapper and get tattoos, turn to the pins and needles? Or maybe I'll become a ball player, another guy who can fly. But when I become rich, they'll make me sick like Magic Johnson when they realize. And I would study law, but it's all lies. I honor my mother when she walk in the room, so I ain't trying to be there when they all rise. Doctors don't do their own research. All their tests and guests usually lead to the hearse. Don't care if he live or die, leave his family hurt. Last of a dying breed, and I'm Granny's worst. I said I'm getting no younger, I'm the last of a dying breed, and Granny's worse. Hoping I get a job that'll make money to give an operation to avoid amputation. Or stroll through the hood, sit and ride, go out and find a plug on vacation. You see, it's two sides to a nigga. Not flip-flop, but yin-yang. I feel lost sometimes like Kurt Cobain. Just want to aim, click, bang, blow my brains. Leave the note covered in blood stains. But what I write comes from the heart, so my notes are always written in blood stains. My subconscious telling me to try and be perfect. But when I look in the mirror, I reflect worthless. But don't get it twisted. I'll still steal your mistress and her sister. I'm scoring all around the board like it's Jordan Game 6. Still broken ride a bike, so imagine if I had Rarries and riches. At least I had brains and senses. Now when you go back and scan that poem and call me a hypocrite, remember, I'm another young black man caught up in the system. So can you blame a nigga? Oh yeah!
So the next poet up to the mic, she gave me some problems earlier, but I'm not even gonna put her on blast like this. I wasn't dressed yet, and she straight up pulled the camera. I was like, I'm gonna just get her in a promotional video, and she's not, her hair not even combed. Like, really? Give it up for India.
Yeah.
am the shortest person in this room, so I apologize. Okay, so I gotta give y'all a little background on this poem. In the past 7 days, I lost my best friend to suicide. I lost someone I grew up with to suicide, and another friend attempted to commit suicide.
Somebody's in there.
So I wrote this about 2.5 hours ago and attempted to memorize it, so here we go. If you're contemplating suicide, this is for you. This is for the moments when you're alone with emotions so bold, they're mentally frozen cold, and alone, heart open and broken when that love's out of sight, and your heart's in the focus, and you're floating in oceans of coldness and soaking in misery. This is for you. This is for the moments when you feel like they just don't understand, they aren't where I am, they ain't where I stand, they're staring from the outside and judging my end, they can't relate to the pain, they don't feel what I feel. This is for you. This is for the times when your weaknesses, you're cloaking, the people you love most just beat you to a pulp and they tell you that you're nothing but disgusting and unworthy of the love that you need, of the heart that you seek, of the blood that you bleed when you slice open your wrist looking for love and it splits, but find nothing, because nothing else exists but self-hate, that's all that they've spoken. This is for you. This is for the times when your parents are too busy to just sit and listen, so it's either you're over it or therapist visits, begging and pleading that they see that you're hurting, that they don't disregard you, that they know that you're fragile and don't purposely harm you, that when they look at you like you're the worst thing that's ever happened in their lives, like you're the biggest mistake in their minds, and they don't have to say it because it shows in their eyes and you want them to know that it hurts you sometimes. This is for you. This is for everyone who knows what it's like doing nothing about a memory that can never be relived, that distant stuff that gets swallowed with the spit, the words on the tips of the tongue get swallowed with the spit. When you feel so invisible, you're not even sure you exist, so you cut yourself open just to see if you're real. You numb yourself with drugs just to hide what you feel. You drink your washed up pains in hopes of rejecting afterwards. You live wishing every day you could rewind your life backwards because you want to know exactly where you went wrong, because stuff in your world has not been right for so long. I know how it feels. I've had my head in my hands and my heart on the floor. I've been worthless and shattered him and nothing to people. I know what it's like to have to force them to see you. I know how it feels to swallow some pills and hope that you die or hope that you're killed. I know what it's like to sit and write the letter that changed everyone's life, because I knew in my mind that if they didn't care now, they'd care when I was gone. And maybe they'd feel what I felt in my bones. They'd feel the earth shake and rattle underneath. They'd view me with grief. They'd give me the peace they could have given me when I was right there in their faces. It'll take some waking up, but I'll do whatever it takes. They just need to see I'm somebody. I am a heart, I am a mind, I am a soul, I am not disposable garbage, I am not disgusting and wrong, but maybe they'll see that when I'm finally gone. But see, I learned the mistake that I made was allowing other people to change the way I see me, and now I see me so clearly. I see myself in your eyes every time I look at you, and I know where you are. I've traveled this road and I've just taken it further, so this is for you. If you're thinking it now, if you're wanting to die, if you're thinking get out, you are so much more than you are in this moment. Do not give up, stay strong, because there's always a rainbow after every storm. Do not give up on you. I didn't give up on me. I didn't give up on
you. And the next poet up to the mic for our second round is Moonshine. Give it up for Moonshine.
It's I never thought that the poetry community, this is nothing, it has something to do with the poem, but I never thought that the poetry community would ever have a relation with the musician community, in the sense of you have that one poem and you really mean it. You really mean it, and you just don't want to overplay it. So this next piece I really mean, and don't care if it's overplayed, because it's a story that I think we all should heed. Key point, heed. It's I want to roll. There we go. Talk to Daddy. I'm in love with this girl, and her name is Louise. And everything about it done put my mind at ease. So when it comes to water rising or hair raising, boy, she pulls me through like that bridge on the Atchafalaya Basin. I am in love with this girl, and her name is Louise. Now, sweet Ease Louise, how do you tease me with your flattering phrase? And I wonder why you doubt me when I give you all my praise. She is fire, she is fury, and she's every fucking bit of sass. And Lord, don't you know she moves me like New Orleans brass? I am in love with this girl, and her name is Louise. She gets her name from her mother, Anna, and her father Akadi, and that they say that they see a lot of him in me. I am in love with this girl, and her name is Louise. Every now and then, though, when it gets to be in wine time and she's mighty fine, I just can't get her out of my mind. We're both getting a little more tipsy. She's swaying towards Ditzy, and I can't tell if it's her or that Merlot. But she's getting all wild and crazy again, and she's acting like a fartno. We speak about funerals. Okay, this is where it gets to mean something to y'all, okay? We speak about funerals and how our good go all so young. And then we talk about our family with an impartial tongue. And for someone so colorful, she sure likes that community coffee black. And in her presence, I'll tell you there was nothing that I lack. I am in love with this girl, and her name is Louise. And for her, I'll be the advocate. I'm going to stand independent, and I'll advertise that these are the times we all shall heed the news to share with the stories that your grandparents shared with you. And don't be like me, my baby. Take time with your mama and learn how to make that this, excuse me, is what she does. She gets me all crazy. She is my sweet southern queen, and she is my Cleo baby. Now how can none of y'all ever stand up beside her? I'm in love with her, and she's Louisiana. Yeah. Woo!
Remember that these poets that get up here, whether it's silly or not, you know, they put their spirits on stage. You know, they give their souls when they get up here. So if I'm like, y'all ready for the next poet, and you're like, oh, they feel like shit. We just talked about suicide. Let's not even take it there. So y'all ready for the next poet? You gotta inject life into people, damn it. Give it up for Jacob Dupuy.
I'm next. Yes.
I live my life amongst artists, amongst builders, among analysts, and bold-mouthed expressionists. The observants and the creators, those who alter and those who impose multinational degradation. Our perception is our project, and here we are, prophetic and prolific with the understanding that what is underneath us does not necessarily have to be what is to come. Lyrically, frolicking and fucking to escape pessimism-fueled euphemism by which society has subjected our predication. Down with the notion of unchangeable scholastic perpetual motion, riddled with circular syllabi and policies designed to stroke egotistical pockets of those divinely citable bastards. Down with the corporate promises and black-faced frivolities dangled right on the other side of a necktie noose. Down with the trees and down with the goddamn birds in the sky if they begin to obstruct your constructed position. For it is upon their heights and upon their backs that we will build our newfound truth. We are the generation that is sick and fucking tired of hearing about how we are the generation who will be the generation of all generations to come. We want to see it. We want to see blood and we want to see blossoms. We want to hold the rubble in our hands and decide how it's going to be reassembled. Brick by blood-stained brick, held together by the martyr of martyrdom. Stabilized by the titanium rods of absolute candor and the unabashed audacity. The western winds of the woke arise to blow down this house of cards and even King Spacey wouldn't even be bold enough to dare relabel its reconstruction with the same galaxy print bullshit that our lunch trays have been filled with day in and day out. We trudged through 13 grades of small talk and tall order chitter chatter, hot topic, hot box, horseradish, and now it's time to declare a hunger strike. For when we starve ourselves to the wash screen reality TV dinners is when the market machines can be carbon dated to show their acupuncture infrastructure is one catastrophic red pinprick away from collapse. It's our choice whether we're going to draw that. It's our choice whether we're going to sacrifice or draw this drop. And I don't know about you, but I see whole goddamn mosaics painted inside of me. I see the stained plexiglass temples that are my peers, and I see how much we can trouble their tiny little media-molested conceptions of our entertainment generation. If it's a performance they want, it's a demonstration they're going to get. We're here to celebrate, to congratulate our youth, and inebriate the inhibitions holding us back from our own creative stimulations. Connect and collect as our conscientious consciousnesses take a step towards each other and towards the future. Together in retrospective acquiescence and deliberately attest to the unrestricted possibility of our combined directive ability. We cannot be contained because the responsibility of our future's construction is upon us. We have been gifted with the power to create what we are headed for. We together are the future. Our time is creation, and we are creator.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
So y'all ready for our first open mic reader? Y'all give it up for Manny, right? Or Danny? Danny.
I'm up. I'm up. Okay. Hello. Y'all check this shit out. You know, I'm a coon ass. And what a coon ass is called? Cajun.
At least you're honest.
It's all, man.
It is open mic.
Okay. Are y'all ready? Down in the holler where nobody goes, there laid a woman without any clothes. Here comes a man just swinging his swing. Down in treasure ran down his clothes. Here comes a man just swinging his string. Down in holler, here she sings. Everybody knows no house, but she knows those house. Here it goes. There she knew how knew it do it. Everybody knows how it goes. She knew holler all around. She would just holler in any clothes.
Alright.
I don't know if it was just me. Nice, man, nice.
Gotcha, brother.
Y'all give it up for Maddie and Travis.
Hey, Travis, come here. Hi, Kim. Here we go. Come on, Travis. Oh, I know you. Look, man.
That's fancy.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
Come on, Travis.
We're gonna play something real good for you.
Oh. Actually, let me go sit in that seat.
We're just getting some stuff set up. We'll be signing.
Who is it? It's a 5-4. It's like 3 years.
No, there's not. No, there's another decent. No, he does. No, I know. He's next. He's next, yeah. I'm serious. He's good, bro. He's talented. He's talented. Yeah, he's good. I checked him. Losing control songs. If you listen to the words, like it's all beats.
Check, check. Okay, I think we're ready. Are we ready?
Hello? Still waiting for the guitar.
Check.
In that J. Cole song? Yeah. High for hours. Check that out. Yeah.
I wish I knew some like funny jokes, but I don't. Sorry.
She is a funny joke.
Damn! Roasted. Sweet. So I'm Madison Lambert. This is Travis Broussard. We go by the name of Phototaxis, which is a bug's natural attraction to light. Fun fact. I'm a biology major, so I love shit like that. You can like us on Facebook. We write music. We're about to play an original tune for you guys called Glass Houses.
Swallow my teeth for you, just don't leave. I'm dreaming of dreaming next to you. Could you wait here a while with me? We could set the world on fire. Do you feel it in your bones? We could build a house of cards if you would call it home. Let me be your happiness and sew up all your scars. Together we'll mend broken lungs, break hearts like mason jars. Sometimes you forget you aren't the only one with regrets and loneliness, but just breathe. Keep swallowing sighs and cigarettes, trying to keep your head above water. This is a world of promises we can't keep. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? How do we know your bones. We could build a house of cards with you, I'd call it home. Let me be your happiness and sew up all your scars. Together we'll mend broken lungs, break hearts like mason jars.
Oh,
yeah. Photo taxes, like us on Facebook, please. We would appreciate it very deeply. Oops, sorry.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
How small you
Now give it up for Noel.
Hello.
So I usually sing, so it's a little different. I'm just gonna sing it to you guys, but it's for all my women out there. My face is drawn on, my smile is exuberant. You see, you look. What do you see? My eyes, thank you. My hair, mouth, breast, waist, hips, sex. What do you look at when you see me? I'm all these things, I have all these things. But is this all you see? Because I'm a woman? I am both mother and daughter. I am both lover and lust. I am angelic and I am sin. I am enemy but also friend. I am dark and at most luminous. I am living and dying. I am color and I am faded gray. I am willing pleasure taker and I am afraid of love. But I am also woman. I am kind and along with cruelty. I am undecided and yet determined. I am money's buy, but I've been told I am priceless. I am broken, but never felt so intact. I am also a woman. I am hollow and I will find my whole. For I am, for I will, for I be. I'll feel on my own. I'll feel on my own. For I am woman. That alone I am everything and can.
Y'all ready for the next poet?
Yeah.
Y'all know what time he's saying that, huh? You guys, every collectively supposed to say no, because that means the next poet is gonna feel really bad. All right, so y'all ready for the next poet?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, you got it. Give it up for Psychedelic. Yes, sir.
Thank you. How y'all doing?
Awesome,
Let me just hop into it, okay? Yeah. So it's crunch time when these pockets hit E. I'm getting tired, but I'm still up on my feet. And all the while that I'm standing here stressing, I see the signs that for greatness I'm destined. So I think it's time for me to go. I gotta get quick, but this darkness take my soul. And I hop up in the whip and let the light take control. Then I'm hoping that I make it to the place I need to go now. I can see clearly that evil has been riding with me. Let me hit this red button. Eject the devil quickly. Then I'll smash him out. And there ain't no way it's gonna catch him on me now that I'm sitting here smoking, choking, or righting these wrongs, but at least I'm hoping. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I just thought tall people would understand that if short people do this, tall people would do this.
You don't need that when you got a voice like this.
You're not necessarily loud enough.
Nah, I done fucking forgot who's next. I'm sorry, y'all. One
Goofy,
second.
man.
I'll be right back. Sorry. What?
Y'all give it up for Victoria Richard.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
I decided to come here today so I didn't rememorize stuff. It's been a few years since I've been on one of these. This piece is called Forgive Me, Part 2. You keep cough drops on you at all times, as a little bit of medicine will save you when his fist has been around you for hours. You hand them out to strangers on the subway. You don't want anyone to feel the same way you do. There's a tiny jar in your pocket. When he punches you, you spit your blood into it. You collect it in a vase by your door. When you walk into the house, you cross your heart, as if it was holy water. You might as well have the words "Forgive me" tattooed across your forehead. When he punches you, you apologize. You offer him a cough drop, and you ask him for his forgiveness. You aren't sure what you did wrong, but you're sure there's a reason. You must have done something. He gave you a Band-Aid when you first started dating 2 years ago. You still keep it with you, somewhere inside of you. You still have hope that some part of him is still that guy, that deep down, he still wants to fix you.
I'm sorry it takes me so long to get to the stage. The mushrooms, the fried mushrooms are delicious.
And them short legs. Who said that?
Y'all give it up for my brother from another mother. See, that's what makes us different. No, because this is my half brother. We just come see Eric. Come here. Just shut up and come in. We look alike.
No, because I look better.
Who looks better? Who looks better?
You got better shoes.
I agree.
Get off my stage. You're supposed to be my side. Y'all are supposed to be my side. Jesus, Louise, I'm done. What? All right, so we're winding down to the end of the list. We have 2 more poets. One of which is me. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So, I have a show coming up. I will be talking to some boys at the Juvenile Detention Center in Eunice. And I have this poem called Crown Black that I hoped, because it's predominantly black males that I'll be speaking to. So this poem is directed toward black males. I hope that it encourages them, but my wanting to practice it now is because I did this poem in a room full of black men, and I cried because they cried, and I need to get my emotions calibrated. Cool?
Cool.
How many times we gotta tell you we need you? That you are worth more than crimson puddles on our streets, that gunshots were not meant to swallow your heartbeat. These broken mirrors have distorted your reflection, but there are no more shackles on your feet, black man. Your spirit resounds defeat. Kush too loud, vibrant in these streets. Black man paranoia got you counting diamond bezels on your wrists and gripping Beretta triggers with your fingertips and still struggling to understand why your family life is so distant, black man. King, why are you so easily distracted? Don't you think we are tired of peeling your body from the pavement? Explaining to your children why daddy just can't make it, why daddy just won't claim them. If only we could inject our spirits into your hearts, that way you would know your worth before the conversation even starts, black man. We are tired of reminding you of the reasons you should love yourself. God created you a king, black man, why don't you love yourself? There is nothing else that the world can do for you. Black man, you gotta save yourself. You gotta love yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, black man. King, are you listening? then why won't you put on your crown? Thank you. I challenge you guys to try something. I want you to just try it. Randomly greet someone by calling them king or queen.
Yeah.
And see what type of response you get. Because it throws people off guard. It's like, what? And then they realize and they feel, confident. They feel real confident when they hear that, when you know, show them that they are valuable. So try it, see what happens. The next time you see a female, say, how you doing, queen? See what she says to you. You might end up getting some nookie, but anyway. All right, y'all ready for the final poet? Yeah. And overall, y'all had a good night, right? Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good was your night? 10. Jesus, please, that makes me feel great. Yes. All right. Oh, I thought you was India. I was about to cap the shit out of India. Oh,
How do you zoom out?
I'm greedy. I'm greedy. My heart really dropped to my stomach. All right. So the next poet up to the mic. Phenomenal king, phenomenal spirit, and our final act for the night. You guys give it up for Othello.
I'm not taking off my shoes tonight, them bad boys stink.
Sorry, I was counting. Y'all give it up for Othello. First time I saw him do that, I was just like, wait, what? Like, right, like, give you chills. That's an awesome way to close out the show, huh? And don't forget, we have so much stuff going on. Y'all gotta keep up with the Lyrically Inclined page, Lyrically Inclined 337, or follow me, Poetic Soul 337. That way you can stay updated. But we have our Latin Poetry Night coming up too. Y'all not gonna wanna miss that. I promise. What? Lafayette is bringing Latin poetry to the city? What? That's gonna be phenomenal. So I'm glad y'all had a good time. Y'all, thank y'all so much for supporting Lyrically Inclined and coming out tonight. Be safe in the roads. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm a bad person. Somebody won the slam. Y'all, wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. Somebody is supposed to get some money. And the winner of the slam is India. Marie has the money, but we can take a picture.
Oh wait!
She don't trust me, but
You take baths over.
Girl, you see she got the
I'm sorry, I'm 30, and you're what, 12?
Okay.
Jeez Louise.
Sir's face, sir's. Press slam, Steve. 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 Press slam. We are gonna steam out all negative thoughts. We are going to press our internal oppressors. We are going to